everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Tonya, and if you're returning, well, today it's all about lemons and birds. I have got two beautiful summer wreaths that I think you're going to enjoy. Let's go ahead and get started with the first one. Now, in this DIY, I picked up most of these supplies from Dollar General. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is take these little bluebirds. And everyone, I have so enjoyed these little bluebirds. I don't know if you have noticed them there at Dollar General. They're only $1, and such great little birds to be able to redo and make them look like goldfinches like I'm going to do today. Now I'm going to be using that Sunny Yellow by Folk Art, and it's a matte. And you can see I'm just going to paint that top part of the feathering with the yellow. And then I'm going to go ahead and paint the whole body of the bird with the yellow. Now I did cover these first with that plaster chalk paint, but you could use white chalk paint. The chalk paint will just help the other paints here a lot easier. And what I'm doing is just kind of looking at a picture of a goldfinch and just getting some of the ideas where I need to put the color. And that's really what it's all about when you're trying to take these little birds and turn them into other birds that may work better with your decor. Now I just took some of my red chalk paint, mixed it with that yellow just to get that orange color for the beak. And everyone, these were so easy and simple to do. And so if you get a chance to grab some of these little birds, I'm going to be doing these in different types of birds over the next week or so. And I'm just going to take that black and dot the eye in where I want it. Now I'm going to start forming the little black feathers on the top of this goldfinch. And you can see I'm just gently feathering that through, just trying to get the colors to be in the area on these birds where it looks like they do look like the goldfinch. But this was a really, really fun one. I really enjoyed painting these little birds. Now I'm just going to take that prang paint that they have there at Dollar Tree, and it's kind of a skin tone color, and I did put that on the feet. And now I'm just going to kind of outline a few places with the black around the bird. And if you look at the goldfinch feathers, it has a little bit of that white, so I was just brushing that through, and then I went over it a little bit with black and then over it again with the white. But I just love how these turned out, and I hope you do also. You'll have to let me know in the comments if these little bluebirds are something you're going to give a try and change them into some of the birds that you enjoy to watch during the summer season. Now I decided that I really enjoyed that summer yellow color so well that I wanted to brighten everything up, including the little birdhouse. And then I decided that I really wanted to put it on the lemons also. And everyone, I really love how this design turned out with the colors being the same color tone. You can see there with the yellow in the birds and on the birdhouse. And then I thought I would do something really different and fun. I got these towels also at Dollar General, and these are the 100% cotton. They're very smooth, just like a piece of fabric. And what I'm going to end up putting on here are those rub-on stencils, and everyone, it works so great. But I really love this green stripe, and the reason why I used the little rolling pins is I just liked the design, the way it looked on the wreath. And also, I'm probably going to leave this on the easel that I've got it sitting on and just set it up above my cabinets in the kitchen. Now, I just used tacky glue to apply the fabric to the rolling pin, but everyone, look how nice this turned out just using those towels from Dollar Tree. Now, I took a little bit of rope twine and wrapped around the ends of the rolling pin just to hide that little bit of raw edge of the fabric. But these turned out so pretty. I was really happy with using the fabric, so I'm definitely going to be trying that again. Now that my lemons are dry, after I touch them up with that sunny yellow, and I really love that color. I think that just really brightened this whole design up. It was more of a pale, bright kind of yellow, and the other one to me had a little bit too much of an orange tone, and that's why I really like this design. And you can see I used the zip ties to attach my lemon branches, and I decided just to drill some holes in the back of this birdhouse, and that way I could attach it also with the zip ties. But everyone, I do love those zip ties. They make things so easy. But isn't this little basket pretty? They had these in 3 different sizes at Dollar General, and I grabbed a couple of them, and I knew I was going to make a wreath out of this bigger one. And you can see I just stuck a little bit of moss in the heart center of the birdhouse, and now I'm going to take my little goldfinches and I'm just going to glue them on to a couple of the branches that I placed across there. And I'm just going to add a few more zip ties to just secure everything and get both of my little goldfinches glued on, and added a few little flowers just for accents around the bottom of the birdhouse. Now here's those rub-on transfers, and I wasn't sure how this was going to work on these towels, but everyone, it worked great. So I thought that was another really fun thing to try. So I'll definitely be using the towels from Dollar General because they seem to have that 100% cotton towels. Quite often I've seen them in there. So I hope this gives you a inspirational idea. I know it definitely did me. Now I'm going to fill in with a little bit of greenery here and there. And you can see I added some of those yellow butterflies that I had in my craft box from Dollar Tree. But everyone, look how beautiful this turned out. And I just love how this looks displayed above my cabinets in the kitchen. Now for our next wreath design, I'm going to be using one of these chargers, some of these string lights with these beautiful yellow flowers, and another birdhouse from Dollar General. Now I thought it would be pretty just to take those string lights with the yellow flowers and just go all the way around this. And I ended up using a tiny little screwdriver, poking some string down in there and just tying these on all the way around. And then I take that greenery branch that I actually found at Dollar Tree in that new Dollar Tree Plus section, and I thought this was really pretty because it looked like the leaves from the actual lemon decor. And I just kind of twisted those little yellow flowers up around there, and even had a little hook there on the end that I could just tie that off with another string. And this one, I had ended up putting just one little bunch of lemons on here, but it just turned out so cute. Now I was trying to figure out what to do to get my battery box. So I took one of those little pallets from Dollar Tree and broke it apart where I could fit my battery pack down in there. Now I decided just to glue some of my leaves down, and I'm going to glue this birdhouse on because it was flat where I could actually do that. And they're pretty lightweight, but isn't this turning out pretty? Now I'm going to go ahead and take one of the pallets and just glue right to the very top there. That way it would give me something that I could actually hang this from. And then I fixed that pallet that I had removed some of the pieces. I'm just going to use a piece of duct tape to cover that up and hold that in. Well, everyone, you'll have to let me know if you're enjoying our lemon decor wreaths today with the little birds. And let me know if you've been able to find those little bluebirds at your Dollar General. I have a couple more ideas on how to paint these to make them look like different types of birds. And I don't know about you, but I have to say, I think the goldfinch so far was my favorite. I really liked how that bright yellow went so well with the lemon. So the goldfinch and the lemon design is definitely a keeper for me. Now on this design, I'm just going to go ahead and take that bless sign that I had picked up at Hobby Lobby, And I did a little bit of Waverly Antique Wax and then covered it with some more plaster. And I'm going to go ahead and add that sunny yellow to this birdhouse also, and just dab in a little bit in the colors on the birdhouse to make those lemons kind of pop. And then you can see I just put my bless sign there at the top of the birdhouse, and I'm going to freshen these lemons up that I actually picked up at Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to be gluing those right across the bottom of the birdhouse there, because I want to have my little wren birds sitting on each side of this. And everyone, I thought this turned out to be such a sweet design, and you'll have to let me know out of the two if you had a favorite one that I did today, and which one of these give you inspiration to maybe create a design something like this for your home. Now I'm just going to put just a little bit of the moss in there and attach mine to the easel where I'm going to put it on my cabinet. But look how sweet this turned out, everyone. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed our lemon and bird wreaths today. If so, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That really does help YouTube notice my channel a bit more. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you consider doing so. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week, and I will see you on the next one.